Hi, have you been have you been in a situation where you are working hard towards getting any one particular thing, and at one point of time, after spending a lot of time, you realize that I'm something doing wrong. You are doubting yourself, and you think the way I'm doing things, it may not be done in this way, and we start out yourself, and that's the problem. That's not the new problem to come to somebody who's trying to do things in their own pattern. This is just the progress, because everything that we are trying to do is nobody knows. Because let's see, understand what I'm talking about today is that it's just working hard, because nobody knows the future. So nobody can tell you the path where you want to go, because you have to travel from present to future. And how can you do that? Because in future nothing is fixed, so you don't know the actual path, but you have some idea that if I will work this, then I will get this. And that's the thing that we need to keep in our mind every time whenever we think quitting something, because this is a major problem to almost every person in the world in their own life. At one some point of time they have give up. It's just that they felt that this is not working. And that's the reason many students, many startup founder, and many other professions have doing this constantly. And because they are not understanding that whatever we are working for is certain, it is in future. And whatever the thing in future, it simply means that we do not know that thing. We are just imagining thing, we are seeing because other people have did that, achieve that, and that's why we are trying to achieve that. And because I am unique, my way of approaching, my way of doing work, my way of approaching things in a proper manner, I have my own manner. And because I'm acting in certain kind of pattern, I'm repeating that pattern continuously. That's why. And because of these kind of qualities, I'm working to achieve that target. We have a some fair idea that, let's suppose you have to become IS officer, then we have to prepare UPSC. And in order to getting that IS level, you need to prepare very well. And nobody knows what works actually, because if any one person knows in this world what actually in reality is working, then it must be very common thing to become IS. Because if someone is knows the formula, then it is no wonder to making many things. Like in science, in medicine, what we did, we we find one formula, and that formula is working well, then we produce thousands and millions tons of medicine. It is just that we found a formula, and we are putting that formula in a proper medicine, and we are producing millions of things. But in real life, or in getting the thing that you do not have, is specifically job or anything that you are trying to find in future, you have to just go through your own ways to learn, to experiment, to think, to embrace new reality, to accept change, to fulfill your wishes. Because we as a human wants to progress. And when I say progress, it just simply means we have seen something in through eyes, we have think something to get there. We want more money, we want success, fame, everything. We just want, how do I know that I'm wanting this? It just by looking someone else, thinking about something else, reading about some those things, then we aspire to become that thing. And in order to become that thing, we have a certain approaches, like, you if you will do this, you will get this, you will do this, you will get this. And this is the process. Exactly, it is not a process, it is nothing, it is just the way you have certain kind of path. But there is not necessarily that that path is going to that direction the way you want. It is just that you have to work on yourself, you have to find your strength, you have to work on your flaws, fulfill that flaws, and then work hard again and again, and do try things in your own ways, and at the end you will be there where you seen that I will be there at any point of time. And that's why every people is just say, they are saying that just go on, don't matter if you are not getting the result, don't demotivate, just go on working on working on. That's why this line, which is never give up, it's just about this, because nobody knows the exact way to going there. It is just you have to experiment, you have to learn, then go experiment, go, and then this is the very simple thing. And not giving up is our attitude, because I give up many times in many areas, and that's why I can tell you my experience, my own experience, how it feels when you are giving up. Like, when one story, I would not mention my specific date or name, and but I would like to tell you a short story. Actually, at one time, at one point of time when I was in 11th, at that point of time I was working as trying to get some money for my pocket, and there I was very close to get 1 lakh rupees, a very some amount of money for me at that point of time was very big. I was about to achieve that thing, but before that I hit a bottom rock, and that was blow to me, and then I decided no, it's not for me. Let's, because I had put a very long time and the energy, time, everything I had put in that thing, but because I got an point where I feel no, it's not gonna work, it's gonna waste my more money, more energy, and all of those things. And because of thing, I just quitted things. And whatever I did to getting there just got best, because if I had progressed upward, then it might be possibility that I may get that thing the way I wanted. But because I give up, it is certain that I will not get. And whatever I made effort there was just nothing, because if I'm not working toward that, then they are nothing. Whatever you learn there is not gonna work for you, because learning is very objective. I mean, learning is not something is that you can apply everywhere. Of course, there you can apply many times, but it is, I believe, is that just very objective, because if you are working in any specific field and you are getting problem according to that field, and you are continuously facing that problem, and after that you will realize that you learn many things. But if you try to replicate that same situation in another area, it will not work at any all. So learning is very objective. If you are facing hardship in any particular area, then it is very useful to you just going through that area, because you learn a lot about that area, and you are getting closer at one step. So try one more, because the feeling that you are not doing something good, it's just that you have did good things. Now you are realizing, you're learning, you have problems, then fix it, go ahead and try one more time. This is the whole message to this video. Try one more time, don't give up. Until and unless you don't make it, don't give up. Try one more try, and then you will see result, definitely, I believe. And so thank you.